I have started. Okay, so today we're going to do a Scholastic News article, and it is about the secret of the fallen log. Workers were clearing away a log. A strange noise came from inside. Which of these do you think it was? They gave us three options here. We're going to vote. A raccoon, a squirrel, or an owl. Raise your hand if you think it was a raccoon. It's just a prediction. I got a couple for raccoon. Raise your hand if you think it was a squirrel in the log.
No.
Couple people for squirrel. Raise your hand if you think it was an owl. Oh, I got a lot of people that think it was an owl. What's a hint that it might have been an owl? Somebody, I'm gonna call somebody. Ripley. What's a hint on this picture that it may have been an owl that was in the log?
Because the eyes.
Thank you, Ripley. So the eyes, those look like owl eyes. Let's find out if that is true.
Sometimes owls' eyes in the darkness can be green.
They kind of glow, right?
Yeah.
This is true.
But owls can turn their head.
All right, so were you guys right? Who was in the log? Yes. Workers pulled the owlets, those are baby owls, out of the log. The owlets were a little grumpy. Why do you think they were a little grumpy?
Because they never been around people.
Well, somebody raised their hand and so Jahari.
Because they didn't want them to hold them.
They probably have never been around people.
That's what I said.
It's possible that they're hungry. Jahari, what do you think?
That thing is open.
Okay, that's the maintenance man. He's fixing the vent and he changes out the filters. So let's focus though. He's doing his job. Give me your attention.
Quiet.
I'm waiting on quiet. Everybody give me a ready position. Show me that you're ready. Thank you. Jahari, what do you think?
Are scared of them.
They probably are scared of these people. I would agree.
They're probably
All right.
like clumsy.
So let's listen.
Clumsy means tired.
Let's
Tired
listen.
means grumpy.
Let's listen.
Who was in the log? As you read, think about all the ways people help the animals in the log. Last spring, big storms hit Massachusetts. The wind blew trees over. Workers started chopping fallen logs into smaller pieces. One log had a secret. A not-so-empty log. Workers heard an odd sound inside the log. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Something was calling out. A worker called the New England Wildlife Center. "We think there's an animal in this log," he said. The veterinarians at the Wildlife Center were ready to help. They said, "Just bring it to us."
I'm going to pause for a second. The word veterinarian is in bold. Raise your hand and someone tell me what a veterinarian is. Madeline.
It's a person that helps animals.
Is a person that helps animals. And even more so than that, it's a doctor for animals. So animals don't go to the regular doctor like we do. They go to the veterinarian. Honest, what do you need?
That's a vet. Also, they take care.
They do. They help animals.
It kind of sounds like a vet.
Ripley.
Even dogs can go to the vet.
Lots of animals go to the veterinarian. So look, we have, remember what, I'm not even going to tell you. Somebody raise their hand and tell me what these green words are called and what is their purpose when we're reading an article. Remember. You guys got to remember this word. We've been talking about it. You got your listening ears on? Put them on. It's called a subheading. Everybody say that word. I didn't hear everybody.
Subheading.
There we go. Subheadings tell us what the next section is going to be about. So the next section here says a high-tech tool. That's our subheading. What do you think this is going to be about?
Hibernate.
Oh, not a hibernate. A tool, probably. What do you think they're going to use the tool to do?
To like help people.
Help who? Who are we helping? I agree. Let's keep going and find out.
A high-tech
Oh, I can't
tool.
hear.
The workers brought the log to the Wildlife Center. The veterinarians peeked inside. They couldn't see anything, but they had a tool to help. They had an X-ray machine. It takes pictures of the inside of things.
So what's the tool that they had?
An
X-ray machine.
Inside of you.
Raise your hand if you've ever had an X-ray before. If you've ever broken a bone or anything, you might have had an X-ray. I had a lot of them because I was clumsy when I was a kid. So I was always falling and breaking arms and stuff. So when you see a picture, Miss Graham's talking. So whenever you see a picture of an X-ray, you see your bones. You see what's inside of your body. Let's keep going. Hold it. We'll talk about it at the end.
Now they could see inside the log. What had been making that noise? It was 4 owlets. They were baby screech owls. Checking on the owlets. The owlets got a checkup. They weren't hurt. They were just hungry and thirsty. The Wildlife Center staff gave them food and water. They couldn't stay at the Wildlife Center forever. It's better for owls to grow up in the wild. The staff at the Wildlife Center had a plan to help them. New nests. They talked to bird scientists. The scientists knew about 2 owl families that lived nearby. They had their own baby owlets. The scientists went to the owls' nests. They waited until night when the parents left to hunt. The scientists climbed the trees. They put the rescued owlets in the nests with the other babies. When the owl parents got back to the nests, they found strange new babies to feed. But owls make great parents, even for babies that show up in the middle of the night. They took good care of all the owlets. That was last spring. By now, the owlets have grown up. Soon, they'll start their own families. And hopefully, they'll build nests in trees that won't fall down. By Blair Rainsford. Owlet. Workers pulled the owlets out of the log. The owlets were a little grumpy. 1, 2, 3, 4. The X-ray machine showed 4 baby owls hidden in the log.
So when they X-rayed the log, what did they find inside?
3 baby owls.
Hold up your fingers to show me how many baby owls. How many were there?
3.
There were 4 baby owls.
They said there was 3.
Look at our picture here.
That's 4,
This is a picture of the X-ray of the log. There's 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's the X-ray.
So
What did they bring?
it's the X-ray of the log that fell, not actually any bones that time. X-rays can be used for different things.
So that thing, a log fell and then
So the log fell. So Mama Owl, do we think she made her nest in a very good place? No, because the log fell and the babies were left on the ground. And if these wonderful scientists and veterinarians didn't get there to help the baby owls,
They probably would have died.
happened?
They would have died.
Or they would have had any way to get food?
No.
Ooh, what about other predators?
Yes. Yes. They would.
They could have became food, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Predators eat other food that they like.
This is true. Whoever's making that noise, I need you to stop.
I broke my.
All right.
I broke my baby foot out.
Let's check out this little quiz on the back. We'll do it together. They give us 3 different types of owls. We have an eastern screech owl. I'm talking, you're not. I'm talking, you're not. We have an eastern screech owl. It lives in the eastern United States. We're in the eastern United States. So this is probably owls that we see around here quite often.
Yes.
I have an owl that hangs out around my house sometimes. He's annoying at night though.
You go out.
I'm trying to sleep and he's like,
They're up at night when they sleep in the day.
Yes. But this one says, oh listen, this one's different. So maybe this isn't the owl that hangs out around my house. It says it doesn't make a screeching sound. It sounds like a horse neighing. You ever heard a horse neigh? I didn't know that owl sounds like that. Jahari, I would like for you to chair over there. 'Cause you
I'm
guys All right, look at our next type of owl. This one's called a snowy owl. Everybody say snowy owl. Raise your hand if someone tell me why you think it's called snowy. Raise hands, raise hands, raise hands. Chanel.
Because it looks like snow.
Because it looks like snow.
It lives in white. It
It lives in the northern United States and Canada,
It's very cold.
where they get a lot of snow.
And it's cold.
Its feathers are thick and heavy, yes. They keep the owl warm in cold weather. Hey. Our next one is the northern pygmy owl. Say that.
Northern pygmy owl.
It's in the western United States, so out towards like California and the deserts and all.
California.
If the owl catches more food than it needs, it hides the food in a tree and saves it for later.
Oh,
Interesting.
That's because if you get more leftovers, that's how much you can eat.
All right, look at number 1. So here's what we're going to do. We're not going to all scream out at me. You're going to put up a number 1 for the first answer choice if you think that's what it is. You'll put up a number 2 for the second answer choice if you think that's what it is. You'll put up a number 3 for the third answer choice if you think that's what it is. Everybody got that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So which one has heavy feathers? Is it the eastern screech owl?
No.
Is it the no talking? Is it the snowy owl or is it the northern pygmy owl? Let me see your answer choice by your fingers. I see a lot of 2s. Does the snowy owl have heavy feathers?
Yes.
The diagram right here tells us the feathers are thick and heavy. Good job. Let's look at number 2. Same thing. Use your fingers. Which one hides its food in trees? The eastern screech owl, the snowy owl, the northern pygmy owl. What's your choice?
3.
I see a lot of 3s. You guys got it. Get your brains. The northern pygmy owl. It says if this owl catches more food than it needs, it hides the food in a tree to save for later.
So not if you take it.
Number 3. What animal does an eastern screech owl sound like? A hawk, a parrot, or a horse? What's our answer choice?
1.
I don't need to see your fingers. I need hear your voice. I need to see your fingers. Let's look back at the diagram. It sounds like a neighing. Yes.
So it's 1.
So it is 3. A horse. Number 4. Which of these is not a place snowy owls live? Mexico, Canada, the United States. Where would it not live? Think about it. Okay, I see lots of 1s. We know the snowy owl is going to want to live somewhere where it's cold and they get snow. Does it snow very often in Mexico? No, it's beautiful, warm, tropical weather there. That's one of Miss Graham's favorite places to go on
My
vacation.
mama said it stank. My mama said it stank over there.
Not where I went, but let's be quiet. All right. We're about to work on a little activity together. As soon as you get this, please write your names. Jamaria, what you're doing here right now, I hope that you can get it together and get with us. There's no note. I appreciate my friends that are working quietly, that are waiting on me to give them their assignment, and that are making smart choices right now. But we're still doing such a good job. I'm about to get off some smiling faces in a minute. Keep doing the right thing. right now. I'll give you one when he gets back. Hey, Jahari, I'm about to put you down, bud. So I need you to take your jacket off like that and do the right thing. I'm just gonna write your name, and that's all you need to know. You can give it to me.
All we need is
All right. So what we have to do for this, let's look at our directions. It says sequencing. Ooh, I can't talk if you're talking because you're going to be confused in a second. Please sit down, Anna. I'll help you in a minute. Please sit down, Anna. I'll help you in a minute. I promise. Sequencing is putting things in order from first to last. These sentences explain what happened to the baby owlets, but they are out of order. Read them, then cut them out and paste them in order. I'm going to read them with you, and it is going to be your responsibility to cut them out and glue them down in order. I know everybody may not have scissors and glue yet because I have some of Miss Holliday's friends here today. But I didn't ask anybody to get up yet. But I will make sure that you have enough materials because I got some extras over here on my shelf. I don't want anybody to get up and grab anything yet though because we haven't read all of the sentences together. So I want you to be focused on your paper right now. Look at your paper. You have to think about the order that these things happen. If you are not reading, you're going to be confused in a second. Veterinarians gave the owlets food and water. It's your first one. But is that the first thing that happened in the story? No. It is not. Let's look at the next one. The log was put in an X-ray machine.
No.
That's not the first thing that happened. Well, I will tell you the first thing, and then you're going to be on your own. Our parents found new babies in their nest.
No.
Nope. Workers heard a sound in the log.
Yes.
I think that's number one. So we all put a number one beside that one. That's the one I'm helping you with. So you will know that one at least. The next one. Scientists put the owlets in their new home.
No. Yes. 2.
That's not number 2.
That's number 5.
That's going to be towards the end.
Wait, what?
That's going to be towards the end. All right. So now, table captains. Are you listening? I would like for my table captains to grab scissors out of the bucket and pass them out. Then that's fine. And you may start cutting and pasting once you get your material. Whatever color you get is what you get. We're not going to worry about colors today. Pretty much. So I should see everyone cutting. Ben, I love that you've already gotten started. I'm gonna put some music on for us, and then I'm going to put the story back up here on the screen so that you'll be able to still look and see if you're confused about anything. I'll be coming around to help as well. You should at least have everything cut out before you ask me any questions. So let's work on that and let's work on it quietly.